Добрый день. Разрешите представиться? Меня
Hello, let me introduce. My name is Anna Kurbatova. I'm the senior analytic from Alpha Bank
сектор.
and shares in technological sector. And today
С Максимом
we are going to have dialogue with Maxim Filipov, commercial director of Positive Technologies,
аспектах
about different aspects of Russian cybersecurity solutions
коммерческих
and about commercial activities of Positive Technologies business. Maxim, thank you very much
участвовать в таком масштабном
for allowing me to participate in such a wonderful event, and thanks for giving me an opportunity to ask our questions. Welcome.
Давайте начнем, наверное.
Let's begin.
Рынок кибербезопасности решил
Cybersecurity market
довольно
in Russia
по объемам.
is a very significant volume-wise. According to your assessment, which you provide to investors, it's assumed on a level of 200
Рынок
billion rubles a year, and this market is represented by certain segments.
хотелось бы узнать
And I would like to learn from you.
в сегментах, может быть, 3-4.
Can you speak about 3, 4 key segments? Can you tell us about the main trends? What defines the demand and supply? What are the perspectives of growth? Thank you very much. Well, very clear questions. My expertise in Russian IT security market, I would say it's approximately 200 billion rubles, and this is as of the end of the last year. The main trend and what is going to happen in this market is related to recent events, that this market is being big international players are leaving this market. They're leaving it for a long time. Seriously, they are not promising to come back, and even if they have a desire to come back, they will not be accepted, because the issues of information security, as any security, the question of trust is very important. The company cannot stay defenseless. According to my expert opinion, the released segment of Russian market related with manufacturers which are leaving or which have left Russia, I evaluate on a level of 80 billion rubles. The market which is getting freed, and everything that is happening right now, this niche is going to be filled by other companies. They've had this business for the amount of 80 billion rubles, and this business has left Russia. So somebody been asking you, will the market grow in the year 2022? I don't have answers whether it's going to grow or not. But precisely there is a niche even to 80 billion rubles, which is going to be filled by other solutions, and first of all, solutions of domestic companies. And if we will compare it with the assessment of the volume of this market, it's approximately 40% of the market. So for domestic players, even if the market is not going to grow, its capacity is increasing by 40%, because this niche is getting released. Will Russian players, good quality and reliable players, be able to enter this market reliably and sincerely? This is a challenge of today. The challenge to the industry of Russian cybersecurity. Well, you kind of answered on my next question about the challenges of the coming days. This market is much wider. Russia is amongst top 3 countries which have great potential on the level of the country to offer solutions which cover practically all aspects of informational security, complete solutions, resultative solutions on the basis of manufacturers within one country. And Russia, from this point of view, has a unique situation. There are 2 other countries like that, United States and perhaps Israel. Previously, we didn't have question on this level, because clients, they've been choosing something comfortable, something reliable, market leaders. Can you give us Gartner Analytics? We are going to look up upper right quadrant. But the world has changed. Metrics have changed. Risks have changed. That's why this challenge in front of the industry of Russian cybersecurity. Let's forget about competition. Competition is a good story. However, generally speaking, we as a company of Russian cybersecurity, we can form such a solution which brings the company to the final end result, understanding that the end result is guaranteed non-allowance of impossible events. And this is a challenge of today. And this is something around which industry of Russian cybersecurity is gathered around. And this is the main reason why our state provides support to the industry of information security. And this is the direction in which regulators are looking at right now. It is obvious, especially in the area of protection of state, public structures, different public corporations, cybersecurity of this sector. So can you tell me, please, a little bit more about challenges? It is obvious that vendor relations in cybersecurity area and clients are built on contractual basis, and after number of foreign vendors have left the market, we have to rebuild right now everything. We have to change everything.
Корпоративным клиентам, с которым вы работаете.
Corporate clients that you work with, they have to change in the market. Which difficulties do you see? What really happens right now? Because this process have been started suddenly for everybody. And this is a great challenge. In other words, these 80 billion rubles that were released on the market niche, this is a big scale amount. And the process
корпоративных клиентов с тех решений,
of
иностранные вендоры, ушедшие, да, приостановившие деятельность, не так просто, да, переключиться на другого.
It's not very simple to switch to another supplier.
Можете описать этот процесс?
How can you describe this process? It cannot be a simple process. Which stages should one go through in order to achieve serious logical completion? It's a very big question. I would like to speak a lot in reply to your question. First of all, if previously the word and processes related with import substitution, they had a certain flow of something imposed from above, from the side of the state, or they want something. If there is a possibility to avoid this, then we better stay where it is comfortable for all of us. So this is something that is dictated from above, something that is imposed. But right now, situation has changed. Especially banking sector is a very powerful, and they've been playing as a big coalition against initiatives of the last year, because everybody have understood that these are not hypothetical risks. These risks have already happened here and now. Some solutions stopped working. Other solutions lost expertise. Some of them have been removed from technical support. But in the area of cybersecurity, the expertise which is provided by vendors to products, it's an integral part of it. And this is the most valuable, because if we will stop filling products with expertise, they will get outdated, and vulnerabilities are appearing every day. New hacking attack techniques are happening every day. And if you will not update this knowledge database, very soon the product will become obsolete. So making a resume from the above mentioned and everything that happened on the market, all clients, all the landscape of Russian IT market have faced the situation that right now we need to make a lot of serious steps in the area, in the direction of transition to solutions which don't carry those risks of simultaneous departure, closure of functionality, removal of technical support. And this initiative, I can use an ancient word, this initiative is a demand from allocations, not a requirement of the regulators, not a demand of the president that was published 1 week ago as of 1st of May, and defines the beginning of the year 2025 as that particular moment when we shouldn't have any solutions from unfriendly countries in the area of cybersecurity. And the issue of cyber replacement of is not related with this particular decree. It's related with the situation that we have faced in our home, losing a lot of solutions. What happens on the market? previously as positive technologies. The word import substitution, we have not even been looking this direction. We thought that we need to compete with technologies, we need to compete with results, and import substitution is a kind of a doubtful story. We felt uncomfortable to compete on import substitution. We wanted to be selected not because of import substitution, but we wanted to be selected because people like them, because they solve end objectives, and we've been getting around this topic. Yes, we've been asking, is it helping? Yes, it's helping. But right now, things that we see, that every client has formed a list of those technological segments
По сути, заэффектила вся эта история.
which have been affected by this story and where they have to quickly move to some domestic analog,
По сути, сами
to
клиенты
domestic software and hardware. And clients are asking us, okay, can you look at our IT landscape? Can you look at our landscape of security means? And can you tell us which of your technologies can replace those vendors which are leaving Russian market? And right now, these projects are being launched every day. You're absolutely right by saying that it is impossible to change one technology by another. Very often, implementation of specific defense measure requires changes in IT landscape, very deep design, and very through
процесс.
thinking process, and it's a very long process. It takes a lot of time. That's why the period defined in the decree of the president is defined as the year 2025. Everybody says, well, 2025, this is 3 years from now. But you know, we are not going to be able to live as we lived before, and in this course of 3 years, we have to catch up to solve this objective. I think this is very short period of time and very ambitious objective. I believe, considering the scale of certain corporate clients in the technical, economical, in the financial sphere, large companies which have federal presence.
Компания осуществляет
Our company is involved in the supply of software, selling licenses only through partnership network. So all our partners, they came to us with the landscape of their own clients, with product maps, and they are solving same objective in the interests of clients. And according to their demand,
технологии,
they are discussing which technologies, which manufacturers, how can they be replaced by positive technology solutions. I believe that
позитив, безусловно, один из основных
positive technologies is one of the main beneficiaries,
не звучит.
as pragmatic as it would sound from all of this story. First of all, positive technologies has 15 products on the Russian market, and the amount of this market segment is above than half of the released products, and that's why positive solutions are very highly demanded today and very important. Thank you very much. Okay, let's switch to your product plans, to your product strategy
Ближайшие пару лет.
for the next couple of years.
Скорректированный, скорректировано с учетом
How well corrected, how well adapted was it due to changes in the market in the course of last 2 months? Which products will stay as basis, anchor products? Which new products are being developed by you, or which products you are planning to develop? So how the situation is changing?
Позитив, та компания,
Well, Positive Technologies is a company which was never making products for some market niches. Well, there are crypto gateways. The crypto gateways market is one of the biggest segments. Okay, let's make a crypto
под какие-то высвобождения.
gateway. No, we're not doing that. We are not making solutions for released segments. How do we think? In recent years, we've been driven by an idea, and we believe in the idea that the main objective of cybersecurity is to make inadmissible events to become impossible. And we have reviewed our product portfolio, including existing products. How are they ready to solve this objective?
Поэтому мы имеем некий смысл.
So we have a certain sense to make inadmissible events to become impossible.
Процентный результат пентеста.
So we have 100% of pen tests, friendly break-ins. We break everybody, our white hackers.
заказчики, клиенты,
So our clients, they have not learned in the course of these years to solve this problem. Honestly, they have not learned. So we've said, okay, let's take this task from them.
попробуют
Let's give the positive technologies,
сделать недопустимые
give them possibility to make inadmissible events to become impossible. We have white hat hackers. We know how to break. We have security center expert. We know how to defend. We know how to investigate incidents. We have analytics. We have developers. We have products. Who? Except for us. So let's take it. And we took this crown. We have reviewed the roadmaps of all our products. We have understood which products were missing to solve this objective, and we started making them.
в этом году
This year, for example,
решение класса
we have already launched XDR solution, detect and response solution we needed to solve this top level objective.
ее решение у нас
And to solve it, we have created meta product objective 2.5 years ago. We have made this word before the Facebook have announced it. Meta products, Max Patrol 02. Here it is. It's been sold on the standoff fight stand. You can look at it, you can use it. And what Max Patrol 02? What is it? The problem is not that we have not been putting the proper goals. We have not been achieving our goals because we didn't have enough of qualified specialists, and everybody's speaking about it, and they speak a lot about it. According to our expert assessment, that even in the smallest company, if you want to solve information security problem and good quality level, you need at least 25 experts, not people from the market, but real experts. And such experts who will provide guaranteed result to you. And according to our expert assessment on the market, we have approximately 1,000 people. 1,000. Can you divide 1,000 by 25? You receive only 40 companies that can be defended. What about the rest of companies? We have a question. People are not scalable story. That's why we have an objective. It's a super ambitious goal to make autopilot in a cybersecurity world. Let's make an expert product of such a level, such smart AI, which could discover and prevent incidents instead of people. And this is Max Patrol 02, our product, and this is our product strategy. Creation of such products and adoption of remaining product portfolio for it so that it could lift to the level of meta products needed context to make decisions, so that it would perceive management level with meta level to block criminals. Very often we say that O2 has a lot of understandings. One is to discover and to stop. And this is what we want to do with the hands of one person. It's not a story of today. We have a long path ahead of us, but this technological development vector, which right now is driving positive technologies, and this is the direction we're moving to. You know, in your reply, you just have mentioned an interesting topic about how many specialists in the area of cybersecurity we need, especially for the medium-level companies. Positive Technologies works with corporate clients. Most of the revenue is provided by big companies. And there's a big pool of medium-level companies, including your clients. So, can you tell us a little bit, don't you have an impression that demand from the side of Russia, medium-level companies, is not sufficiently advanced? Not everybody perceive cyber threats as real business threats. And that, honestly speaking, this is not covered market for companies like yours. It is obvious that big companies, cybersecurity threat is very obvious for them and they require complex solutions, but medium segment and small business possibly does not fully understand this problem, and specifically, especially in the light of recent events. You know what I think? I don't think they don't understand, but all these large incidents, especially of recent months, database of gamma tests have leaked. Yandex Foods, everything's in open access. Well, why do we need to protect personal data? Everything has been leaked and here it is. Should we stop doing that? That's why I think that from this point of view, they see these risks. Many people cannot allow themselves. It's very expensive. It's not affordable for many of them. And the segment of our companies, ministries, departments, large corporations, many companies cannot afford it. And this is a very niche expertise, very deep expertise with expensive and rich specialists. However, number three, I think that the landscape of Russian business environment is very specific, and I think that this SMB segment is well expressed, and it represents the structure of Russian economy. So the payable demand is either in large commercial companies, private banks, or companies with public participation, or pure state companies.
Я думаю, в первую очередь поэтому мы не наблюдаем какого-то.
I believe that this is the main reason why don't we see wide demand from small medium businesses. And basically speaking, this form of operations that we offer to the market is not for these guys. They need something simple, understandable. I have developed a site, I have web application or a web page. Can you give us some service, simple and understandable service? Let it be in a data center or in the cloud. Let it be a native. Let it be delivered. I'll just put it on the surface. And these solutions are being produced, and we are looking in the direction of clouds. We've always been following those trends previously because technologies are moving in this direction. Unfortunately, Russia, from this point of view, unfortunately, cloud technologies here are behind global trends. However, because we understand that these trends are available, we constantly do a lot of experiments. We adopt our products to be used in the clouds. Microsoft, AWS, Yandex Cloud, etc. So everywhere you will be able to find our solutions, but unfortunately we have not found a payable demand in Russia in those sectors. However, we don't stop making those experiments. There's another trend which pushes us in this direction is a complexity with hardware platforms. It's very difficult to buy hardware for products, including positive technologies products, and many clients prefer to buy service so that they wouldn't have any problems with the hardware. And this is another trend which pushes manufacturers to transfer their solutions and sell them as services through MSSP partners or transfer and adopt them in clouds, even though these are corporate clouds. So my answer to this question is like this. Thank you very much for mentioning deficit that everybody understands, especially hardware software complexes, and the government has paid very serious attention to this problem.
Давайте, наверное,
So,
в заключение поговорим.
in the end, I would like to speak about this package of support of general Russian IT industry. And your companies are also under many stimulating instruments.
Пару слов о вашем опыте.
Can you say a couple of words about your experience of using this package of support, which was verbalized by the president 2 years ago? Which measures became more relevant for you, which became active for you? And out of recent governmental measures about support of developers,
Считаете наиболее
which of them you think the most effective and important? We think them to be effective. We actively use them. We are one of the main beneficiaries of these support measures. For example, things that were announced 2 years ago. Zero profit tax. Yes, we do that as a company. Do you remember tax maneuver? How many votes were saying that it's a strange story? Well, as a positive technologist, we're saying that this is a real support measure which helps us. As for new initiatives, of course, I believe the most important one is the access to cheap money. They've promised loans with 3% interest rate. This is extremely important for IT companies because this liquidity, and there are certain specifics of Russian market that our main profit is received in the Q4, but all our costs are equally distributed through the year. So we have, in the middle of the year, we have this gap and we need money for our development. And this is a normal story. I think this is a very important and valuable. And right now we are negotiating in order to understand how can we realize it practically. So if it's going to be accessible for us, we are going to use it, definitely. And I believe that government will do a lot of things from their side to support Russian developers. Well, this is nice to hear, and most importantly, it should work for the good of companies and for your business success. Thank you very much for the interview, for very detailed answers. Thank you very much for interesting questions.